Welcome, wrestling fans, back to the Elkhorn Dual Meet Tournament. We're back here for round four. As you remember, this is Mason Braunschweig here with the Major Mike Olson, along with John Fry and Jaden Ethan. We're back for round four. Evansville had a bye in round three. They will be facing DeForest, Division I DeForest, in round four. This one we're hoping to have a big match. We are hoping to have a big match, aren't we, Mike?
Yeah, I think this one's going to go actually pretty quick. Unfortunately for DeForest, they have a little bit of injury bug going on, and they did send some wrestlers over to the state JV wrestling qualifier. So
Speaking of which, we've got a number of wrestlers over there. We got Logan Olson, 106, Isaac Zweig, 120, Nathan Garvoil, 126, Max Cather, 138, Braden Delzer, 160, Luke Willie, 170, Wyatt Klitzman, 170, Brad Bartz, 226, and Van Davis at 285. And from what I understand, I think just about all of them are still in the championship side of the bracket. So
that's impressive.
They're all trying to get to Wausau.
Well, I'll tell you the thing about the JV, I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but the JV state qualifier in the JV state tournament is all one division. So it's all the wrestlers in one division, like the old school, the way Wisconsin used to do it.
Right.
70 years ago.
That's, well, not quite, but before our time a bit.
Yeah. So it's all one division. It's a tough tournament, no matter how you cut it there. So.
Well, it looks like we're going right into action. We've got the, I believe 126 is our starting weight here. We've got Camden Staver coming up for Evansville, and I believe this is going to be Lucas Evans from DeForest. We're going right into action.
So Staver looking for his first win today. There he goes, right at it. Outside single for the takedown.
Yep. I think we're going to see a little more urgency from Staver.
He got a little bit of muster on that let go. He's getting right after. You can tell he's hungry for a win right now. You get a second takedown.
Yeah, that wasn't much to that snap, but we took him down.
4-1,
about a little under $1:30 left here in the first period. We're going to cradle him back.
Knee in the back. He's doing a good job there. Oh, I think this is it.
The old, we used to call this the old Staver special.
Oh.
Staver's a cradling family.
That looks like.
Ooh, that was close.
So he switched over to a tilt with a near side arm.
Yeah, they still didn't. Yeah, they gave the 3 there for both of those moves because it's weird because the cradle lock got broke and he went right into the tilt. So, it depends on who you got. We get another, and this is going to be pretty close here. Obviously,
That's a really tough way to pin someone. It's hard to control their shoulders.
Right.
But this could be it right here.
Well, we got a deep half. We got the wrists. Yeah.
He just needs to get on his toes.
We got 2 refs out there. You'd think they'd. Oh, that's fine. So we're going to be up to 13-1. There's 20 seconds left here. Or 13-2, excuse me. There's an escape. About 15 seconds left here in the first period.
So he needs to realize what's happening here. If he gets a takedown and turns him to his back, that he needs to finish
probably not enough time there, but we are going to get the takedown. So 15-2. And then a takedown is going to neutral. Get the takedown, I believe, is the game plan for the tech, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's all he has. So if he could take him down to his back, that would be ideal. That way he has an opportunity to.
I mean, again, in this particular dual meet, we're probably not too worried about.
That's it.
Yep, there's the tech. 17-2. Short work for Camden. Great match.
You can tell that Camden was looking for that win.
Oh, yeah.
And he did a good job there.
A lot of determination. Here comes Wyatt Nelson having a heck of a day. 2-0 so far on the day, and we anticipate seeing either. Oh, looks like nobody. Looks like he's going to take a forfeit here. And now we'll go 11-0 team score. We have Caleb Miller coming next, the senior at 138, and Again, I'm not sure if we'll see anyone here. Another forfeit. So we're going to go to 17-0 team score. Now we go to 45. Lee Jorgensen.
The team captains here for DeForest are Brody
Hemmore,
the senior, at
ranked
170.
number 3 in the state.
Third.
D1.
Yep. Elijah Bauer, also a senior. He's honorable mention.
Nope, he's ranked 8.
Is he ranked 8? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to update those, bud.
Those are the captains for DeForest, and there is a third captain, but it's Jacob Larson, but he's sitting out today.
And that would be their typical 45-pounder, I believe.
Yes.
So I think we got Harry Zemet today, or Jordan Menz. I'm not sure. Menace. So we'll see.
Oh, good.
And he's getting some back points here. They're getting the count. He's getting that. Well, he's got a half. I think went to an over/under.
He's got that near arm. He should switch over to a half at this point.
Or grab the other elbow as well. Grab both elbows and lock them up. Get a little chest crusher action.
I think what we're going to see here is he's going to grab that hammer lock.
Okay, so now he gets the 3. So 5-0. Jorgensen just under a minute here in the first period.
There, he's got the hammer lock. He's going to pick it up with the half, come back around, get the cowboy. Oh.
Yeah, he got a little bit. I think he skipped a step.
Yep, you got to keep that pressure down.
So there's an escape, 5-1. 40 seconds left.
Good ankle pick.
There's another takedown for Jorgensen. 7-1, 30 seconds left, first period.
Stepping over that hip, getting the hip to flip over.
He's got the far arm, and he's got it. Yep, get under it. Get under it and go.
Here for a half.
He's got plenty of time. He got 2 there. 9-1.
That was a textbook turn, picking up that near leg, stepping through, exposing the hip, and then sinking in the half.
Potentially dangerous. I'm not sure what. We couldn't see it from this angle. What was going on there, but. Five seconds left in the period. Lee's going to want to hang on, not give up that escape point here. 2-1. There we go. Go to the second period. It looks like it's going to be Evansville choice. And Lee's going to take down.
Yeah, so work some moves off the bottom.
All right.
Short sit to a head steal. Missed the head, though.
But he got to a stand-up here. He's in pretty good position. Probably wants to maybe get a little more pressure there to the hip. Scoot those hands down to the thigh.
He's trying for an inside sit here.
Well, you know, and a lot of times that's not going to be the best position if you're on that near side doing that, right?
Right.
Because you're susceptible to cradle in that position.
Well, he's going to grab that leg. He's going to tip him over.
Yeah, that worked. Now you just got to pop out for the 2. So we got 11-1. Jorgensen ahead.
He's in a little bit bad position. There you go. You got the hip back. He's going to dig that arm out. Looking for that half. Yep. And there's the pin.
There's the pin. Jorgensen. All right, so that's going to bring the team score up to 23-0 Evansville. And I think we're going to, I'm not sure if they're sending out their 52-pounder or their 60-pounder yet. Yeah, so DeForest is sending out a 52-pounder, and
they'll get the forfeit.
Get the forfeit. And now we go to 60. We'll see Ricky Braunschweig. And I believe we'll see Brody McDowell here from DeForest.
I got two Brodies, Brody McDowell and Brody.
They're all chock full of Brodies.
Oh, good inside and outside. So what we saw the first two matches from Ricky, right to his back. Keeping that arm is so key there. We let him go here. He's got to be careful there because switching from left to right on that could end up in a full Nelson.
It happens quite a bit. Oh, Jesus. That was hard hit on the mat there.
Yeah, had a little bit of a head bounce there. This is not the sport for the faint of heart.
I could hear that one snap through my headphones.
Braunschweig in a good position here. I don't think
I think we're done.
I think this is going to end up in a pin here. Yep, there we go.
All right, now we have the dance. We got Brody Hemmore looking like he's coming out for...
Is that 3 pins
for DeForest, and it looks like we got Owen Heiser coming out. So this is the match.
This is the match we've been waiting for.
We are excited.
We're excited to see this one.
Brody is ranked number 3 at D1, 170 pounds, and Owen is ranked number 2 at D2, 170 pounds. This is Clash of the Titans, folks. This is the match.
And if you don't think those two wrestlers have been looking at this match for
they
probably the last 5 weeks.
They know it. They wanted it. And I wouldn't be surprised. There was no way they were going to duck this.
Well,
no way they were going to duck this.
Right. Both wrestlers squaring off in the center of the mat. Both working their setups. Heiser for a low single.
Gets in on that leg. Hemmore with a really good defense. Get him off kilter on his hips.
That's the other mat, not this one. Heiser working back, battled back up to his hips. He could end up getting the score here, but he was on his belly, which was in a bad position, but battled back to his hips, and now he's got up on his knees. He's in a much better position, but...
Hemmore keeping that ankle, which is exactly what you're supposed to do in that position.
Yep.
And they're going to call a stalemate on this. There is 1:04 left in the first period, and there's no doubt they know exactly what they do. They've done their homework.
Yeah, folks, if you don't want to know what state wrestling looks like, you're watching it right now. These are two,
Well, I mean, Brody Hemmore just committed to D2 UW Parkside. I mean, Owen's a junior. He's looking at college as well. I mean, these are college wrestlers.
Oh, good pass by here. Wow, good scramble by both. Oh, keep wrestling. Just good chain wrestling there. Heiser in a little bit of trouble here, but he's staying in good position so he can't score. And on the edge of the mat, if he can get his hip out, he's going to be in a good spot there. If you can hold him there, we're going to get a stalemate. That's what the...
Woo! Hemmore trying to get him hipped over.
Wow.
And that actually, Heiser countered great with trying to use that position. 3 seconds in the period, folks.
And this is what I was telling you. That is why this is state caliber type match. I mean, that was amazing. Counter, recounter, counter, recounter. So this is where Heiser really excels. He can score from the top, and boy, he's just going to let him go. I'm a little surprised he didn't go for that turn. Both wrestlers looking for the advantage, trying for their own setup. Boy, Heiser with the step back setup brought that knee right in, and it looks like he's going to get the 2 here. 2 points.
Nice.
Kept the inside leg, keeping a good advantage.
2-1 advantage Heiser here. We got a minute 15 left in the second period, about halfway through this match.
And he got Hemmore's hip to the side. He's in a really good spot here to score. He's got to figure out how to get another lever out there and either work for a half. and use that hip to his advantage. Oh, I think Hemmore's got. Yeah, he worked himself out of it. Okay, it's crucial now for Heiser not to allow a score to happen. No escapes.
41 seconds left.
Oh, here we go.
Second. And, he's going over the ear. Oh, Hemmore, there you go, potentially dangerous.
They're asking for an illegal move, but there was no illegal move there. It was just a potentially dangerous because that was his hand angled up towards his shoulder blade, making it potentially dangerous.
30 seconds left here in the second.
I'm a little surprised no intensity off the whistle there from Hemmore. I thought I would see a stand-up right away.
And now we're tied up. 2-2, 20 seconds. Second period. Big shot by Heiser.
Inside. Well, this is college-style wrestling right here.
Yeah, he's got to somehow turn the corner.
I think this is going to be it.
Yeah, that's a takedown.
Not quite. He's got the ankle still.
But he did not have it the full time.
He's reaching. Heiser with the long lever is able to reach in and almost peel off. If we had another 5 seconds, he would have got a takedown.
A little surprised by this. I thought Owen might take down here. Two, final period. Clash of the Titans.
Everything we thought it would be. Low scoring.
God, he is in there.
And just quick. That's going to be a takedown.
That's it. That's huge. 4-2 now.
He's going to let him. He's going to cut him. He's got him. I think
Coach
Heiser,
Weiler over there telling Heiser to push the pace.
Oh, watch for this upper body here.
Got Hemmore on the ropes, I think, a little bit.
He needs to circle in, and he's going to get dinged for stalling. If he needs to circle in. Yep, he got hit for stalling. So Heiser hit with stalling, and the reason for it, folks, is that you have to aggressively move into the inner part of the circle. If the other wrestler can push you out, you're going to get hit with stalling. Hemmore deep on a single. Heiser working ankles and using his long levers of legs there to put him in a bad position, but this is not good.
He's still got the ankle.
This is going to be
they gave him two. They gave him two, so he's up 5-4. We got 45 seconds left in this match.
Yeah, he needs to go to work. Oh, he's getting turned here. He hasn't had it long enough. Oh, this is going to be a reversal right here. .30 seconds left.
It is 6-5.
Heiser
up. Less than 30 seconds left. He's got a half in. He's wanting to apply some pressure.
He's got to be careful here. He's in bad position.
Oh, I think he had some exposure there.
He needs to be careful. I would cut him. No, I would not.
No,
I'm sorry, 5-6. Problem to the mat.
And that's going to be it, I think.
This is going to be, 3, 2, 1.
That was huge.
Wow, great match.
Huge match.
5-6.
Wow.
Everything we thought it would be. Now the Elkhorn coach is looking for a slam call. He's arguing his case right now that he did not bring him to the mat in a controlled manner.
I think he had control, but who knows?
That's the argument. I'm not saying he was or not, but that was the argument he's making right now.
Amazing.
Great match. Well, I tell you, I think Heiser learned a couple lessons in that match.
Absolutely.
He had some great takedowns, and those are the type of tough matches.
I got to tell you, if you're watching our broadcast, you're gonna love the intensity during that match. We're gonna have to watch this back.
Oh, I'll watch it again.
I'm pretty sure I'm yelling during that. I mean, how many times are you yelling during a 6-5 match?
It was a great match. I was glad to be here to see it in person.
Absolutely. All right, so now we got Charlie Braunschweig at 182, and he'll be facing Elijah Bauer, another one of the captains here for DeForest and ranked 8 in the state. Charlie a little light, so we'll see how this goes.
He's gonna have his hands full.
Team score 32-6 at this point.
Didn't look like Charlie liked that hand on his face. He just slapped it off pretty aggressively.
Indeed. I think Bauer's a little light too, though.
Well, both wrestlers are battling in on the inside tie there. Pretty hard head-to-head right now. Braunschweig for the inside.
He gets
single.
inside. I like the aggressiveness there. Might have wanted to set that up a little closer.
Look for a sucker drag here and get by. Oh.
Now he's got to, here's the thing. Charlie's got to use his speed. He's got exceptional speed, especially for this weight class. He's got the block, trying to hip him over.
Try to shuck him by. Back up in the neutral position. So there's an opportunity there when he shoots for a sucker drag.
Oh, and again, he's able to sprawl there, but Bauer just kind of muscles his way in for the takedown. It's 2-0. DeForest.
Now Bauer gave that little shuck by and was able to get around pretty easily. Now he's got a hammer lock on Braunschweig here. He needs to get that arm back. That needs to be his #1 goal, is to face him and get his arm back. There you go. Bauer peeking over at the clock. Again, he needs to face him. Don't sit away. Sitting away would put him in a bad position. Now, Braunschweig surviving the first period there with only 2 points scored against the #8 kid in the state.
Yeah, I mean we're seeing I think a different attitude here, and you can hang with what your team does. You work with your team. You're in the same boat, right?
I think Bauer is up for the escape and instantly goes for a takedown, but Braunschweig fights it off.
Premature call on the escape, my opinion.
Yeah, typically when they still have contact with any body part at all,
They're going to wait and see if that's a reversal or an escape, right?
Yep.
So you don't want to have a windfall for your wrestler. I mean, it just, again, ticky-tack stuff, right? In the wrestling world. Is Charlie holding his own on his feet here?
Absolutely.
Bauer doesn't want him inside. And uh-oh.
Yep. Good double leg takedown, switch over to 2 points there.
So we got a 5-0 advantage. DeForest here. Charlie's got to keep his head up, get his hand back, because he knows exactly what's coming here.
And they're going to call him out.
Yep. Once he shifted that full arm over the back, there was only, I think, 1 foot left in bounds.
So just less than a minute left in this period, second period, 5-0.
So what Charlie's going to want to do here is he's going to want to chain a few moves together, right? He gets that nice little quick short sit. Then you want to do like maybe a knee slide, maybe to a stand-up, and then maybe a standing switch, or get your stand-up if you can hit it there on the second or third come around. But you got to chain those together.
You do, yep, like a sit, stand.
When you're facing these kids that are ranked, these are higher level kids in high school wrestling, you have to chain moves together. You can't just hit one and expect it to go.
Right. Yeah, that sit out that he does though is really good. If he could just put one or two more together.
It's super quick. We just have to transition that to something else, I think.
Right. Get that separation of the body and allow the stand up or hit a switch or even a roll.
Hard not to hear what's going on the other mat. A lot of excitement over there with Wilmot Union and Elkhorn. Elkhorn seems to be involved in the loud duels. And yet, I don't think like they were loud during ours.
So Braunschweig chose both up. That's a great call in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, he's getting muscled a little bit there on the bottom, and he's got the speed. He's just got to use it now.
right.
5-0. You know, not a lot of damage here considering who he's wrestling. Bauer does a good job of changing elevation 3-4 times before he picks to shoot. Charlie fighting him off. He's got to hold on to that ankle.
He's doing a good job holding that ankle.
But he's got to keep in mind his hips got to stay in good position. He doesn't want to like get out of position here with his hips, and he gave up the 2, so now don't get out of position, right?
Right.
Belly out, then base up, move through our progression.
There he is.
Hit a couple
back up to his
moves.
knees,
Yep.
but
And
right
that's
back down. Bauer's relentless on top. He's good at getting the hips down and getting that weight, his body weight, to keep the other hips, his opponent's hips down.
right.
You can see it here. Oh, snuck out the hammerlock.
So yeah, but
He's going to put it in the hind pocket here. And
no.
he's going for the
There you go. Way to counter that. You got to be a little quicker on that counter. Get your hand back.
and
We got less than a minute here in the third period. DeForest is up 7-0.
these are-
DeForest is trying to look for a pin here when, in fact, maybe probably cut and take down. You might be thinking about trying to get a major, something.
right.
It can be awfully frustrating.
But Braunschweig's doing a good job holding him off. Let's hope that
He's being tough on the bottom, which is good for his team. Good,
Yep.
good for his psyche. We're at 20 seconds left. Now you want to get your hand back, base back up like he just did.
this is exactly
Perfectly
what I was
done.
talking about earlier. You know, this is a lot. This may be a loss to the wrestler. It's a win for the team.
It's a win for the team, exactly correct. And if you're in a duel like this against a team that has all 14 weights filled out and you're in a close back and forth, this is what you need out of your wrestlers. You need them
Absolutely.
to be cognizant. He only gave up 3 team points right there.
That's called heart.
That-
And especially going in the third period and you're tired. You're going against the number 8 kid in the state.
I couldn't say it better, and I hope he listens to this and hears that and hears it out of your mouth, because he sure doesn't listen to mine.
Well, you know,
Well, here
until
we
you
are.
become an adult, your parents don't know anything. You know that, right?
And yeah, right. So I think DeForest is standing up like, yeah, so Liam's going to get a bye here. I don't know that DeForest has anyone else left to play today. It looks like Balin's going to walk out there and get his hand raised. Very good. Yeah, sometimes in this sport you just got to show up. Tucker walks out there. He's going to get his hand raised. 16 points, 16 points, 16 points, and we chalk him up, right?
Right.
Blake will come out for the 3rd time today and get his hand raised. We're going to hopefully try to get that kid a sweat on in the next duel.
And our last
Gunner
one.
will come out. No, we still got Danny, too. Gunner will get his hand raised, and then we're going to get Danny will get his hand raised. And so that's going to be a 68-9 win over DeForest, folks. So we lost a forfeit, and then we lost one match. Braunschweig Charlie losing to Bauer, the 8th-ranked kid at 70, but only giving up 3. So really, I mean, despite
great
the
showing.
forfeit, we only gave up 3 points.
And against a team that had 2 ranked kids in the state.
Yeah, and tough kids, D1 kids. So
Right. Yep. So good showing. Yeah, I couldn't be more happy with that. And I tell you, obviously, I'm going with Heiser.
yeah, I mean,
Heiser.
I don't know how you can't go with Owen as our wrestler, the duel there. I mean, that we're going to be talking about that match for a while.
I will definitely be watching it again today.
Oh yeah, today and tomorrow,
And I will
then
tell you,
before Tuesday.
I'm going to give you my favorite, besides the win, my favorite part of that match is the first period towards the very end where they had that back and forth where Heiser shot deep.
Yeah.
You know, Hemmore countered, then Heiser countered, then Hemmore countered, and then they ended up not scoring at all. It ended up being 0-0. Great. That's the type of wrestling I love to watch.
Absolutely. I mean, again, just an incredible performance by Evansville as a team. I don't think one person on the Evansville squad walks away from that duel against a traditionally very strong team in DeForest and holds their head down. everyone walks off that mat holding their head high. They all did their job. They all did what they were supposed to do. Wrestled with a lot of heart. And let's not forget, there were other close matches in there, too. So, in Camden with a tech fall we had Lee with a nice pin, Ricky with a pin.
I think that's Ricky's third today, right?
He had a bye
that's right,
in the first one. So, but yeah,
Pin in the second.
18 team points so far. Yeah, I mean, our kids are wrestling really well. This is when you want them to, hey, we're starting to kind of grow up. We got a big week next week. We got the Rock Valley Duels. We got a duel on Tuesday. We got the Rock Valley Duels Friday night, and then we're going up to Freedom Saturday for a big invite with a pile of tough ranked teams in the state. Everything's looking pretty good right now, Mike.
Right, yeah, things are coming together.
Yeah, absolutely.
For DeForest, and we should say this for them, they do have a really good youth program.
They do.
And their numbers are really coming up right now.
And I think next Sunday they actually have their youth tournament. It is what do they call it? The gold medal? I think they call it the gold medal. We got that. And if, DeForest Gold Medal Youth Wrestling Tournament on Sunday, January 16th. I think Money in the Bank's got something showing on that for all of our Evansville youth wrestlers. A lot of tournaments going on. We had a lot of, I guess we had a lot of kids wrestling today at Oregon from our program. So, again, this is how you keep the program going. We want to get our youth involved. We want to keep them all going. We want to get them wrestling. We got a nice, we got this great base that Rob and Andy really started with this youth to high school program. It's all on the same page. We're all working hard together. The families are all, intermingled and everything. It's fantastic. So just to kind of hit back on the JV guys, and I want to double check where we're at here. But I feel like, I know they've been doing really well, but I'm going to give an update for you.
While you're working on that, can I take over a little bit here?
Yeah, get in there.
So just, I want to make sure we get our shout-outs and thank yous to Kendall Butchin, Evansville Athletic and Activities Director, and John Handel from Elkhorn Athletic and Activities Director. So Mr. Butchin, Mr. Handel really helped us get our broadcast off the ground here in Elkhorn for us to be able to. Certainly the Elkhorn facility staff and IT department to help us with make sure we had internet connection and a space for us. We've got a real nice media table here up on the top row, mid-court type of thing. So just want to show our appreciation to the Elkhorn staff and to make this happen for us.
Yeah,
so
I tell you, we've been doing this first time we take it on the road this season, and every place we've been is really kind of
well, again,
welcomed us with open arms.
I think these guys, they're athletes, right? They're all about athletics. They're all about opportunities for students. This is we're really trying to grow the sport here. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're trying to get in your living room, let you watch this in the comfort of your own home, wherever you are, so you don't have to go out of your way. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to grow this sport, and we hope you enjoy it. We hope you get more involved in wrestling.
I finally got our first chats here of the day.
Oh, here we go.
O'Leary Gun Farms, go Bale and Crawl.
There you go.
And Mary M.B., way to go Blue Devils.
Hey, that's my mom.
Mary M.B.?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Unless there's another Mary M.B.
And so then we have O'Leary Gun Farms again. I'm from Orfordville, Wisconsin, cheering on Bale and Crawl.
There you go.
Awesome.
So
fantastic.
I told you, worldwide.
Yeah, well, if Orfordville's worldwide, I'm an international traveler.
Hey,
That's right.
I'm a jet setter.
Let's talk
Orfordville's worldwide.
Let's talk about the podcast a little bit here. We had a visitor here in our booth here.
Oh, yeah. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in our next duel. But, yeah, Steve Lurquin of the Wisconsin Wrestler podcast was up here earlier. He's heading up to the Cheesehead in Kaukauna right now. And I think he'll be calling the third-place matches later on their broadcast. You'll probably be able to see a link out of Wisconsin Wrestling Online for those guys. But Steve Lurquin, Teague Fenwick, we obviously, I know us three, I speak for us three, we enjoy listening to their podcasts.
Absolutely.
Very interesting. They're big fans of Evansville wrestling. They're really into it. I'll tell you, and we'll get more into him.
Yeah.
But I got to get to this, our
to
JV stuff before we lose time. But, okay, we had a pile of kids up there. We still have in the championship side of things around. We got Max Cather, 138. He's got a couple of wins. We've got Luke Willie and Wyatt Klitzman, both still on the championship side of their bracket working towards each other. So that would be an interesting finals match if that can occur. We hope that does. Bradley Bart's still working on the championship side of the bracket, and so is Van Davis. So we've got some guys still pushing for that JV state tournament up in Wausau.
So what is the qualifier there? Is it the top 2?
I believe it's top 3, Mike.
Top 3,
I think
okay.
top 3 will qualify for JV State, which I believe will be the 22nd,
So-
January 22nd.
How is Logan Olson doing? Is he still on the consolation side?
Yeah,
Working towards third?
so Logan had a couple wins. He won in the first 2 rounds, and then he just got beat in the quarterfinals.
Okay.
So
So he still has an opportunity as well.
yeah, I mean, I think everybody's alive. I was just kind of saying who's still on the front side of the bracket, everyone else kind of on the back. But yeah, you can, I believe you can wrestle back for third, if not second. So everyone is still alive that's there. So
Wow, that's impressive.
good job to those guys. Good luck. We hope they do great. Looks like John's laughing.
We got a confirmation from Mary MB. Yes, this is your mom.
Oh, well,
So
good.
your mother's listening. So
Okay.
let's speak highly of her.
Always. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I was speaking poorly of
No,
her. I
we-
was like, I think that's my mom, unless someone else is going by that handle out there in YouTube land.
We brought him. We brought the duel right into her living room. We brought the duel into the Old Leary Gun Farms. They're enjoying this.
Yeah, well, absolutely, and why wouldn't they be? Well, I think we're getting close. We got a couple minutes here that we can still play around with before we got to get set up for round 5 against Fort Atkinson, which is bringing as close to a full lineup as we've seen today, I believe. So hopefully we see a lot more matches, especially if you're at home and you're wondering, why hasn't my wrestler wrestled yet? I know John Fry here is maybe wondering that a little bit. I don't know that Blake will see a 106-pound match today, but, you know, so kind of tough, right? That's a tough one. Gunner, I think, has seen one match and then had a couple buys. You know, hopefully he's got a kid from Fort there, and I think he does. He should anyway, from what we see in the lineup so far. I mean, it looks like they're full other than 106. So we're really hoping that everybody gets a match, obviously.
At least one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
But, yeah, I mean, and again, folks, I don't know if we reminded you this time, but if you have not yet subscribed to Evansville Wrestling YouTube page, please hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please do.
Smart Money will hit the bell.
Ring
as
the bell.
He does.
Ring the bell.
And
Heidi crawls down here. She says she has lots of bells, but she's not bringing them up here.
she has yet to bring a bell. she's all talk about the bells, but no
Well, she did bring
No
us lemon
action.
drops.
no action.
We have lemon drops from
Oh.
her.
We do have the lemon heads, yes.
I'll have to get to that after the break, so I'm not
Yeah,
speaking with a lemon drop in my mouth.
it might help you.
I'd mumble a little bit more.
No,
Might help me?
Yeah, we don't know. We're new to this. It might help you. You never know. Lots of action going on over at Elkhorn.
Here, I'll clear the. We got the camera.
Wilmot Union. It looks like a 22-15 duel, and they look like they're in the higher weights. So this might be 82, 95. I'm not sure. Kind of hard when you go, you know, from one duel and then to the other one right in the middle of it. But
Right.
not sure where we're at here, but
We've got the camera on.
lots of action. This is obviously a tight one because the Elkhorn fans are going just crazy here. They are loud and proud, Mike.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm communicating with the Night Owl crew. We'll see if they're going to have this broadcast up and running.
Oh, here's another shout out from Steve Lurkman. We mentioned him. He visited our booth here moments ago, and he says tell the boys called it great. So great job on calling the action. So I think
Well, fantastic.
so he was listening to us.
Well, appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and him and Teague Fenwick over there at Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast, they do an incredible job. And if you're one of the many Evansville fans like my wife and my parents who had to watch the streaming from Bi-States up in lacrosse, they did an excellent job. And those guys were calling essentially 10 mats at once. I mean, that's talk about difficult. We barely do it with one.
Right. Yeah, this is our first challenge where we had an all-day call action. They were calling it 2 days nonstop up there at the Bi-States. That was pretty impressive.
Right.
And yeah, 10 mats going all at one time. They did a great job.
It's tough when you watch the state one too. When they broadcast it live, they're switching back and forth from different mats, and sometimes it's a little bit hard to keep up with, just because of how many matches are going on at the same time.
Right, absolutely.
So, folks, what we're doing right now is just kind of waiting for this match to get done so we can have our final match of the day.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a little break, I think.
Yeah, so we'll wrap things up. If you want to wrap us up for
so we'll be right back very shortly. We're going to take a break. I think we're going to allow maybe we'll let Jaden go to the restroom. It's the only kind thing to do. I think there's child labor laws to that effect,
Right.
I believe. But
he's doing great over here.
From Mason Braunschweig, the Major Mike Olson, John Smart Money Fry, and Jaden Ethan on the camera, thank you very much, and we'll see you for our next broadcast against Fort Atkinson. Thanks.